Minna. So new chapter. Scissor. Enjoy this one smiley face. I really love this chapter's pic. It's ma fav Luna one smiling face smiling face. Tilda previous on. Luna love story. Tilda. Zoro Pav. Nami. You know what you have to do if you really love Luffy. You know what rests to do, just enter that infirmary and kiss the fuck off lips of the rubber captain. Zoro. It's not that simple. And you know something more. I sobbed again and cleared the salty liquid of my cheeks with Zoro's smooth t-shirt. I do care about Luffy. More than my own life. What are you waiting for? He said, giving me a reassuring little smile and getting up, stretching out his hand for me to grab it. Nothing. I grabbed his hand and shrugged my shoulders nervously. Thank you, I whispered, and he gave me a quick peck on my forehead and led the way to the infirmary. Tilda Chapter 18 Tilda. Nami POV. As Zoro pulled my arm in direction to the infirmary, my heartbeat increased and my throat had this dry, nervous feeling on it. He rolled the doorknob to this left side with his hand, and that allowed both of us to have a perfect view of the infirmary, such as a perfect view of our peaceful sleeping captain. Now go, Zoro whispered in a quiet reassuring tone. With that, I let go off his hand and made my way towards Luffy's bed. There he was. The bandages hugged his toned exposed chest perfectly and his breathing was steady and slow. The beeping sound of the machine he was connected to was making me somewhat nervous, and I couldn't help but let my tears run down my cheeks. Nami. A little whisper echoes in the room. With my face in a mess, I turn around only to see Chopper in his cute little self with a syringe in his hoof. Can you move for me to treat Luffy, please? He asked. MHMHM, I mumbled while rubbing my eyes. I moved and sat on the floor, a little far away from the bed where Luffy was being kept. Nami, cheer up. Chopper's voice rings in my ears again. My tears were dropping like taps of water and my hands were shaking a lot. My spirit was sleeping somewhere cold as my body experienced all those painful events. As my thoughts confused my head, I heard Luffy's raspy voice cry in pain. Chopper looked at me from a corner of the room and gave me a frown. Luffy's hands clutched the cotton bed sheet strongly and his breathing was heavy. Chopper's needle left Luffy's skin and from his lips escaped a painful sigh. My sweaty hand drew circles on my thigh as my eyes continued to water up. How is Nami? Luffy's worn-out voice was heard. My tears didn't hesitate to fall as my name was pronounced by him. Chopper looked at the corner of the room and I nodded. I wanted this. I wanted to see Luffy. Tell him I was sorry. Tell him I loved him. She is right here. She wants to see you, Chopper whispered. With the last force my fragile body had, I got up and went to sit next to the edge of Luffy's bed. His eyes lit up and my tears fell even more. I'm so sorry, Luffy. I shook my head. I'm so sorry, I cried. His rubbery hand made its way to contact my own as he rubbed his thumb against my skin in comforting motions. Don't worry. I also understand what I'd put you through. But the truth is that Hancock did that and I didn't want nothing with her. Because I was always loyal to you. Because I love you. My tears soaked the white covers on Luffy's bed as my arms made their way to wrap around his body. I hugged him tight. I missed his scent, and his immaturity. And his grin, and his laugh, and his pouts, and his wondering brown eyes. I missed him so much. His shaky hands wrapped around me and there we were, sharing our first hug of what seemed like ages. I just couldn't stop crying. This seemed so unreal to me, myself hugging the person I most love in this world after having a huge argument with him. It seems unreal. Admit it. Chopper smiled sweetly at us after our little affection moment and made his way to the infirmary door. I need to go, guys. I'm gonna spend the night in the library doing some plant researches. If you need anything, use the Den Mushi next to your bed, Luffy. I will take care of him, I whispered insecurely. Luffy smiled and squeezed my hand and Chopper gave us a last wave. I released Luffy's hand and looked straight into his eyes. Why did you did it, Luffy? Why did you kiss Hancock back? Why did you hurt yourself? I nearly whispered the last part. He breathed out and sat up in his bed. His deep brown eyes confronted my own as he placed a hand on his leg. Nami, I didn't kiss Hancock back. I love you, why on earth would I kiss other person when I had you? My loved one. He looked down at his feet and continued. I hurt myself because of you. Because I need you. There it goes. Because of me my eyes scrolled down to his bandages and I didn't care at all of Luffy seeing me cry. I just let it out. I left out my pain. With red eyes and an angry voice I grabbed his wrist and got up of his bed. Never do that again, I cried, you don't need to do those stuff. I want you healthy. I want you well. After I let all of my rage come out of me I cried softly against my hand. I sat down on the bed as if I lost all of my force and covered my face with both of my hands. A smooth little touch made my hands travel to my sides and in front of me sat a pale teary-eyed Luffy. I will never do it again, he whispered. He stroked my cheek with his thumb and with his other hand intertwined our fingers. I looked at him heavily and exhaled, letting some of my tears flow. Nami. Yeah, Luffy. Never leave me again. Never. I promise. Okay, first of all, you're welcome. Tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy. I know I took a lot of time to update and I'm so sorry. I just didn't had any inspiration these days, and I have my problems, my friends, my activities, AFF confounded face my life is a complete mistake. Anyways, thank you for reading this, I love you so much, and thanks to every single one of you who supported me with this story, my readers. Because of you we have 23K reads. I still can't believe it. I love you OMG.